Hello everyone, this is Fallon, and I am here to talk to you about a very special, very sad story, and a foundation. This is the Sophie bracelet to support the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. If you don't know, Sophie Lancaster stands for Stamp Out Prejudice, hatred, and indifference everywhere. Sophie, the foundation was made to support Sophie Lancaster, who was a girl who died in 2007 just because she was different. It's a very sad story, and you can actually see the video. I will put it in the sidebar, and you can click on it and watch the video for yourself, which is it's very sad, it's very hurtful, and in the video it also tells you some backup information at the end of the video. And basically what she was beaten to death for was because she was different, because she dressed differently. It wasn't even because like she supported a bad cause or anything like that. It was simply because of the way she was dressed, and a group of people didn't like it, and they beat her up, and they attacked her and beat her up to the point that she died. And that's horrible. That is like the worst thing ever. Hatred and indifference and intolerance is how people die all the time. That's how, is how like people die in wars. That's why there are wars in Jerusalem and in the Middle East, because people are intolerant of each other, and they're just like, hey, I don't like your religion, I don't like the way you do this, so we're gonna kill you. And that's how school shootings come about. It's because people were teased and made fun of for years for being different, and the person just can't take the exclusion anymore, and then boom, a bunch of dead people. And everyone can make up their excuses if they want to, but when you have hatred in your heart, and when you have intolerance towards other people, and and you hold a prejudice towards other people, everyone can tell. It's very hurtful. And I know it's hard not to judge people, because we're just accustomed to certain things, so when we see something different, we're like, what? But that doesn't mean that somebody has to die because of it. It really doesn't. And when you can order the bracelet, you don't have to, but you can, to support the foundation through illamaska.com. I will also put that in the sidebar. When you order it, you get this picture, which is from a scene in the video that I talked about Sophie Lancaster. And on the back, it tells you information about Sophie and messages and such. In August 2007, Sophie Lancaster was kicked to death simply for dressing differently. Illamaska is a makeup brand and is a makeup store. They're in the UK, so if you're in the United States, because I'm pretty sure Illamaska is not in the United States, and it's called like Makeup for Your Alter Ego. I don't know if you can read that. But Illamaska says that they are a brand that promote the right to experiment and self-express through the way you look. And not that looks are the most important thing, but you should be able, anybody should be able to dress how they feel like it, wear what they want, and be able to feel secure that they're not going to get killed. There are, with gangs and gang members, they have like colors, and I don't know any gangs or gang colors, but I know that they use them, I think that like if you're a blood, then you wear red or something like that. And if you are caught wearing a different color on so-and-so gang's territory, then you get killed. That's the same thing. And Sophie Lancaster's, when it went to court, when her case went to court, it was considered a hate crime, which it is. It doesn't have to be racial. It doesn't have to be anything like that in order to be a hate crime. And it's really terrible that people can't feel secure in who they are just to dress as they feel like it, just because they could get killed. That's the worst thing ever. That's how it is in the middle countries. You know, women can't dress as they feel like it. They have to wear certain garments with the Taliban and whatnot, or they'll get killed and that kind of thing. And that's really, really horrible. And I personally 100% support being yourself, expressing yourself. Looks aren't the most important thing, therefore how I dress shouldn't and does not affect you. It's terrible that people have to die all the time out of hatred, out of prejudice, out of simple intolerance. If people would just go, I don't like that, and then move on, we would have a lot better world. You don't have to like everything about other people. You don't have to agree with everything with other people. All the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, all I ask of you is to really just be tolerant of other people, be accepting. You don't have to agree with them, but you don't have to kill them either. And the fact that a teenage girl died just because she dressed differently is really, really just astoundingly awful. You actually will get, and if you go to Illamasqua.com, you will find the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. You can get the Sophie bracelet, which I did, and I think it's like £2, which equates to like $3 or $4. And the money all goes to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Why couldn't I remember that? And you also get, as I said, you get the bracelet, you get the picture, and you get this little button that says, Sophie, take me as I am. And then it gives you the link to Illamasqua.com/Sophie to support it. And you also get these other little things. I think there's also an eyeliner for her foundation, and I think there's something else. You can get there is an Illamasqua in Selfridges, there's an Illamasqua in Debenhams, Fenwick's, Charles Fox. I think this is all in London and Birmingham, so it's all in the UK. Illamasqua's in the UK. So if you're in the United States and you want to buy the bracelet or buy the eyeliner, whatever, then you need to go to Illamasqua.com/Sophie. And I just wanted to make this video to show my support to the Sophie Fund and to express my personal opinion about, you know, hatred and unnecessary violence and bullying and all that stuff. So I will talk to you later, and remember, spread tolerance, not hatred. Bye.